Alright, so Game 1 between the Florida Panthers and the Vegas Golden Knights just concluded last night, and the Golden Knights took it by a final score of 5-2. Now, I just wanted to talk about the scrum that took place at the end of this game, and what I've realized after seeing this happen over and over again throughout these playoffs from the Florida Panthers is that this is a tactic. This is not solely out of pure rage or frustration, but rather it's a way to set the tone for the next game when you realize that you are out of this one. And we've seen this happen, as I've said, throughout these entire playoffs, round after round, from the Florida Panthers. Every time that it's late in the game and they're losing, Matthew Tkachuk will do whatever possible to get under the opposing player's skin. And, usually a player that doesn't normally fight or want to fight. We saw it in round 1 with Linus Ullmark. They were down 3-1 in the series, or they were about to be, and Ullmark was in the middle of a bit of a scrum, and then Tkachuk gets up, starts to poke the bear a little bit, and then after that, gets completely in the head of Ullmark, and he did not look the same at all after that point in the series. In round 2 against the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Leafs had only won one game in that series, and as that game was concluding, it was Game 4, Matthew Tkachuk goes straight over to Mitch Marner, a guy that does not fight and has no intention of fighting. He's one of their most skilled players, and he's doing whatever possible to get in his head, punching him, putting him in a headlock, pushing him around. Marner's waiting for the referee to intervene and stop things, and ultimately it works because after that, in Game 5, Mitch Marner was having none of it. In round 3, Matthew Tkachuk didn't have to do anything because at no point were the Florida Panthers looking like they were going to lose any of those games, and they didn't lose any of the games. Fast forward to last night against the Golden Knights. The game is over. Matthew Tkachuk knows that the Panthers are going to lose. So what does he do? He still does whatever he can to get as high an edge as possible in Game 2. He goes after Pietrangelo. He's mixing it up with Haig. And then on top of that, he starts going after Eichel at the end after he tries to get involved. It's a tactic. It's not because Matthew Tkachuk is angry or because he's lost hope and he's just going to, cause some havoc. No, this is completely tactical, and it's something that he's done time in and time out. And man, the guy's just an absolute menace for it. He doesn't care about what anyone on the other team thinks of him because, man, he realizes that this is exactly what gets in the head of other players, and it's worked before, and who's to say it's not going to work again? I think that the Vegas Golden Knights aren't going to be as dominant at the start of Game 2 because of stuff like this. It's happened every single time. So I don't know, man. What do you guys think of this menacing behavior here from Matthew Tkachuk? Because I love it, and I really think it's going to pay off in Game 2 for the Panthers. I hope that they win because I do, want to see a tight series. I don't really care who of the two teams wins, but hey, it's going to be a very good series, and this was a lot closer of a game than the scoreline says. So we'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be sure to catch you guys all in the next video. Peace out, and take care.